Gone are the days when pastors grossly depend on their congregation for survival. Men of God nowadays enjoy great prosperity by running other business establishments alongside their church and as such have become very wealthy. Pastor Chris, one of the most famous pastors in Nigeria, subscribes to this as he has several business establishments that generate enough money that allows him to rank among the richest pastors in Nigeria and Africa. Here is a breakdown of all the ways he makes and spends his money. But first, let's see his background. He began his ministerial journey as an undergraduate, being born in a staunch Christian family where the parents are all for the service of God. Chris was left with no option but to follow his family's Christian faith. This served as a big edge for him that at the young age of 9, he had already started holding crusades alongside his father. However, he got more dedicated to the service of God during his university days at Ambrose Early University, AU. As an undergraduate, Chris Oyakhilome felt the urge to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ on campus. Christ Embassy, aka LoveWorld Incorporated, was birthed in 1987. As of 1987, the Youth for Christ Campus Fellowship had already extended beyond church services, thus, the birth of Christ Embassy Church, comprising other evangelical activities and charity arms. He would later rename Believers LoveWorld Incorporated to LoveWorld Incorporated, bringing together the multifaceted aspects of the megachurch. With the newest technological advancement, Pastor Chris has continued to take his church to greater heights, and today it can boast of several functional television stations. The establishment of one of the TV stations, LoveWorld SAT, made him the very first African pastor to own a Christian-based TV network. With more than 13 million members, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome has his name written in gold as the founder of one of the biggest churches in the world. Christ Embassy Church has its headquarters in Nigeria with other well-established branches in various parts of the world, including the United States of America, the United Kingdom, South Africa, and Canada. To say the least, Christ Embassy is felt by 5 continents of the world with over 145 branches. Church Proceeds is a contributor to Chris Oyakhilome's net worth. Christ Embassy has spread to all parts of the country, and that apparently is the major contributor to Chris Oyakhilome's net worth, running in billions of naira. All branches of the church, both home and abroad, including its gigantic headquarters, make weekly offerings that run in millions. More so, apart from the regular offering, members pay other church levies like tithe, seed sowing, first fruit, etc. Again, if the church has a special project at hand, the congregation donates according to each person's capability. Expectedly, Pastor Chris as well gets gifts of both cash and kind from his church members from time to time. Another significant area Pastor Chris has displayed proficiency, which in turn adds good money to his pocket, is writing. The man of God has authored a library full of books. He is a prolific writer with outstanding sales prowess. His publications, especially the daily devotional, Rhapsody of Realities, which has been translated into hundreds of languages, have become a huge cash cow for him. His other books are also selling very fast, most of which are emotional publications. Chris Oyakhilome's publications enjoy what is best described as a formidable sales machine. You will find the publications for sale at the venues of his healing and miracle meetings in the form of DVDs, books, and CDs. Record label, Believers LoveWorld Music. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome has indeed created multiple streams of income for himself. The man of God launched his own music label, Believers LoveWorld Music, through which he touches the lives of talented church members who showcase interest in music. The music company has evidence of raw talents it has pruned and worked with, some of which include gospel artists like Frank Edward, Sinak, Ada Jesus, and others. These signees have all become successful and are doing excellently in the music industry. Similarly, the record label adds a chunk to Chris Oyakhilome's net worth as well as contributes to the church's net income. The founder of Christ Embassy owns 2 private jets. Thanks to Pastor Chris Oyakhilome's staggering net worth, the Nigerian pastor also has at his disposal private jets. Just like some other powerful men of God in Nigeria who own private jets, the founder of BLM can boast of 2. Each of these aircraft is said to be worth nothing less than 500 million naira each. One of the jets bought in 2017 came as a gift from his group of friends in the church's music and art department. Before then, he previously had a personal airline known as Sky Power. With the jets, Pastor Chris's regular trips especially to South Africa and the United Kingdom are made a lot easier. He also spends his wealth on philanthropy. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome spends huge